What did that feel like to go from, like you mentioned, this knee dislocation, foot by your head, by your hip, to being able to get a championship medal? What did that moment feel like?
I mean, it was really a bittersweet moment because, it was the end of my athletic career. I knew I was not going on to compete, in the, US senior national team or on the Olympic team. Um, and this was my last time with these guys. Being part of that team was such a huge part of my identity. And because I kind of re-injured my knee weeks before the final meet. And so
Hmm.
I actually didn't step foot on the competition floor on the day of the last meet. So my last competition was like a couple weeks before NCAA's. I was part of the team. I was a team captain, and all that. But like, I did not contribute a score to our final outcome, right? And so that's why I say there's an asterisk there. There's still like a bit of like, I didn't, I was only doing two events and I wasn't like the big guy on the team anymore. There are all these other guys. So like our team was fine, right? And I feel that I do deserve it, right? I got my championship ring right here. I'll show it to you for the, I don't know if is this video too, but you can
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
yeah, you can kind of see,
nice.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
big fat. It's too big to fit on my finger, honestly. But
yeah,
like, yeah, it was a bittersweet, moment.
yeah. So, do you still, as a resilience coach, how do you use not failures, but truly setbacks? How do you use your setbacks or the things that you had to overcome to help other people now?
Yeah. I mean, I think the first thing to remember when you're facing a setback or a moment of adversity is to remember that, this will pass, right? Nothing bad lasts forever. Nothing good lasts forever. And so, but when you're going through something bad, you go, oh my God, is this it? Is my life just going to be this bad forever? And no, obviously, that's not what's going to happen. You've made it through every other bad day that you've had in your life to this point. Maybe this is the baddest day yet. Um, but I think that's a good starting point. The second thing to remember is that I don't want to say that every, every adversity or every setback is somehow good for you, right? There are some things that don't need to ever happen to somebody, um, but that there is something that you can take away from this experience. You can both say like, hey, it might be better for you if this experience didn't happen, and say, given where you are now, there are better and worse ways to respond. There are ways you can take something from this that will help you in the future. And to really like actively look for those things, because I looked for those things. I said, as someone who has, achieved things that they wanted in life, but also kind of been just short of them in some ways,
Yeah.
I think I can bring a sense of connection to my clients that I otherwise couldn't. If you sort of live the perfect life, client goes, you don't know, right? Like you don't know what it's like
Mhm.
to kind of be disappointed in the ways that I've been disappointed. And I think that that's part of why coaching is such a calling for me, is I want people to feel seen and heard, and like there's someone who understands.